What is good, YouTube? Quinn Wade basketball analysis coming to y'all with a quick video. Today we're gonna talk about Mark becoming his first time becoming a head coach in the NBA for the Oklahoma City Thunder. I think that this is interesting because a lot of people didn't see it coming. Just like we didn't see Billy Donovan becoming a coach for the Thunder. The last year they had KD and Russ together. I think you have to give this guy a fair chance. Not too many people know who he is. Not too many people know about him. And not too many people expected him to become the head coach. But Sam Presti has always been a grinder. He has always been an interesting guy, and he knows what this guy brings to the table because obviously he interviewed him. Obviously, he took his time to see who could replace Donovan as he did want Donovan back, but Donovan wanted to go do his own thing, and he ended up going to Chicago. And even though we don't know the future of the Thunder, they do have a bright one with the picks that they have and the assets that they have been able to collect with losing Russ and losing Paul George and guys like that. They do have to eventually figure out what they're going to do at the end of the day with this team. Just because Shea and them are hungry, they have been in the playoffs, they have been in battles, and now with Chris Paul being in the trade rumors, eventually is going to get done where he's not going to be on this team. And my personal opinion is, what are you going to do after that? Are you going to go swing for the fences? Are you going to try to build through the draft like they did, getting Surge, getting guys like KD, getting guys like Harden and Russell through the draft? And since they do have a lot of since they do have a lot of picks and assets, they have the ability to trade up in drafts. They have the ability to be bad and get their own pick, plus the other picks that they have. They take multiple swings at trying to get another superstar in Oklahoma City or multiple and try to build another culture, build another environment that can be winning for multiple years and possibly get them to a title. We know how hard it is to get a superstar. The draft made it even tougher with the new rules and how they operated. So it's not going to be easy. It's not going to be something that they can just do in their sleep. You have to take gambles on players. You have to take risks, and you have to, be smart and try to make the best decision for you and the organization. And I feel like Sam Presti has done that, whether it's flipping talent for better talent or at the end of the day, just getting something back in return that actually fits and work with the team. He has been able to do that throughout his whole course of being with the Thunder, even though he does not have a title and injuries played a part of that. Guys, egos played a part of that, and just failing played a part of that. Some teams don't get over the hump. Some teams are just there but never get it done, and that's the situation that he had. He had everything, but he eventually had to lose it because all things good come to an end. And now it's just about being smart, and I feel like that's something that I don't have to worry about if I'm a Thunder fan because Presti has done that. Now it's just about seeing who that star will be and how they will get these players in this team, and if these players can really live up to that potential and that hype to bring his team back to the dominant force that they would be. It's going to be sad to see Chris Paul leave just because he brought so much energy, he brought so much feistiness to this team, and it's going to be hard to replace that. It's going to be hard to find somebody that can do that, but you have to do that as part of business. Everybody is expendable, everybody's replaceable, and if you want to be successful, you have to know that, you have to accept that, and you also got to handle your business accordingly. And I feel like Sam Presti has done that with some of the biggest and franchise altering stars throughout his whole tenure with the Thunder. So when I look at Mark, I do feel like he's going to be a guy that has a lot of questions. He's going to be a guy that people are going to criticize and critique. He is coming into a tough situation just because they might not have the talent to compete, as a lot of their guys are becoming free agents. A lot of their guys are going to be going in a different direction, and you do have to live with the losses. You do have to live with the growing pains of coming to a team that's possibly going in a rebuild mode. Your record not going to be good. Your critiques are going to be there. The talent not going to be there, and you're going to be frustrated for a couple years just because you do not have the talent. So I'm just asking the Thunder fans to be realistic and be honest with yourself that if the Thunders are going through the rebuild, don't criticize Mark because he doesn't have the requisite talent to actually be competitive and compete if they're going to go down with the, if the ship gonna sink, is gonna sink. There's nothing you can really do but try to get off of it before you die. So to me, he's gonna have a tough situation. We felt the same way about Billy Donovan coming into a contract and a team that was going to lose Kevin Durant or Russ, and they ended up losing Durant, and they never could get over the hump or even out of the first round with Russ as their superstar. So that's going to be the pain of being a Thunder fan. You got to take the good with the bad, and if you want to get to where you got to go, sometimes you got to be patient. Sometimes you got to grind. Sometimes you got to embrace and actually try to make the best out of the struggle. And hopefully the Thunder fans understand that Mark is coming into a heavily flawed situation. He's coming into a situation where he's going to fail. He's coming in a situation where he's not going to deliver right away unless they can find a way to get talent quickly, which they do have the assets and the pieces to do. If they do choose to do that, if stars do become available, they do have that done. And we've seen them do that getting Carmelo, and seen them do that getting Paul George to go with Russ. They have that ability if they want to make it quick, but they also have the ability to be patient. And I'm just asking the Thunder fans to be fair. Give this man a chance, give him an opportunity, and be, respectable about what he does, just because he's not going to be in a winning environment, you know, like a guy like Scott Brooks had to grind too until he was able to get them to the finals when they actually developed and was ready to go there. And that took multiple years to get to that point, but he eventually did get it done before he was fired. So, just be fair. And other than that, I really want to see what system he implements. I really want to see what he's going to do with the direction. Is he going to be up tempo? Is it going to be slow? Is it going to be sluggish? Is it going to be ball movement? Is it going to be based off the talent that Sam Presti put around him? And that's what coaches have to do. They have to find a way to get the best out of their players. They have to find a way to get the best out of the talent that they have available. And that's the only reason I'm asking him to have a fair chance with the Thunder fans and the people around the league, just because he might not have that available day one or even 1 to 2 years in the future. He still might not have that type of talent to really be competitive in the NBA. So that's that. But other than that, the Thunder has one of the most questionable futures, as we don't know how things are going to pan out. We don't know how things are going to work out, who they're going to draft. Is they going to be bust? Is they going to be superstars? A lot of this stuff is unknown. A lot of this stuff we will never know until it actually become reality. And as a Thunder fan, you kind of excited because you do have a future that could be bright, but you also got to be cautious because it may not mean y'all become back to the top. It might take 5 years. It might take 7 years. It might take 1 to 3. We don't know. But one thing we do know is Sam Presti is a great decision maker. Sam Presti is one of the top 5 at his job. And he's in a situation where the Thunder isn't the place that people want to go. It's not a place that people want to sign to and be there long term. And he has still found ways to get stars to come to Oklahoma City. He has found ways to get stars to be in Oklahoma City, regardless of what people may feel about that place and where they live at. So, I feel like Clay Bennett and Presti got things going on. I feel like they'll figure it out as an organization. And I feel like Mark eventually will have his time to shine if he can, get the patience and the loyalty that Sam Presti have given to multiple coaches over his tenure with the Thunder. He'll be fine. So I like the signing. I think that it'll be good for them. I do think that it will be interesting, but at the same time, just give him some time, give him a fair chance, and I think that everything possibly will turn out fine for the Thunder and their fans. Other than that, check out my website, analysisplayground.com. Link in the description, comment section below. Check out my Facebook page, analysisplayground.com. Link in the description, comment section below. Like on Facebook to show support. Thanks for everybody that likes on Facebook. Thanks for everybody that did already. Also, I have over 1,000, almost 2,000 videos. So if you like this video, check out my older videos. I do upload each and every day with topics of breakdowns of the legends, the players, the rookies, and even summer league coverage and summer league breakdowns, even draft coverage, free agency, trade deadline, playoff predictions, season preview, top 10 lists, whatever you need, I do have on this channel. So at the end of the day, if you don't believe me, you can check out those videos. And if you like them and enjoy them, why not like them? Why not share them? and why not subscribe? The support that you guys been giving me has been amazing, and I really do appreciate you guys for showing me y'all support the last, what, 7, 8 years almost. And I've been doing this for a while, and I love and enjoy doing it. And if you want to support me further, besides liking and sharing, you can buy merchandise on my Spreadshirt. You can also buy merchandise on my Facebook page, whether it's hats or shirts or anything like that. I do have them on display. You can change the color of the shirt. You can change the color of the logo to whatever you want it to be, and message me, and I can get it shipped out to you. But not only that, hopefully you guys enjoy the rest of your day. I'm gone for the rest of the day, and goodbye.